Judging from the knocking sound, there is a woodpecker somewhere in the forest. That immediate tuck, 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 tuck. Deeper into the forest we go. Let's see where this path takes us. A nice little stream. A babbling brook chatters its way through the forest. Pine trees grow in profusion in this cool climate. In winter, they needle the deciduous trees mercilessly. Wildflowers bloom with the autumn weather. You are in the southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from the dismal swamp to the southwest. I do have a map of this area open. Maybe that will help me in getting around here to where I need to get to. Let's see, where was I? I need to find the squid stone. Okay, squid stone is there, so that's where we went. And that's where we are. Okay, that's there. So what I need to find is town gates. Nice, just to keep going north, pretty much. How about we make it a lovely jaunt? Just run. Broken animation, anybody? Gray rocks little to the ground everywhere, reminders of glaciers long since passed. Well, glaciers are mostly ice, so pine trees grow in profusion in this cool climate. I was trying to look at what else is there. I guess I can go closer. And why did you stop running? Even though it looks very derpy. Ah, okay. Now I know where I am, so I gotta just go this way. The hungry hunting hawk alertly searches for signs of game not already claimed by the forest monsters. You are on an old road. The way to the west is badly overgrown, while the route north and south has been considerably more traffic. You can see cultivated fields and the walls of a town to the north. Well, let's go there. Because I need food. Our hero is starving. Because he doesn't have anything. No supplies, no nothing. Pumpkins. Some beautiful giant pumpkins are growing in the field. The villagers have erected a scarecrow to keep birds away from the newly harvested corn. Tall shocks of corn have been harvested and wait here to be stored for the winter. That looks more like wheat than corn, because you don't gather the whole stalks of the corn. The food is disgusting here, by the way. If it was me, I'd rather eat grass. One of the tall trees of the forest frames the town gate like a natural archway. Twin towers stand above the town wall, a massive silent sentinels over the gate. The town gates, made of massive oak logs, are currently wide open. There is a heavy oaken bar to secure them at night. The walls of the town rise majestically above you. Is it majestically with a G or a J? You practice your debating techniques, particularly the one about setting up a straw man with a scarecrow. The value of this is debatable. Well, my stats have all gone up, so that's good. Of course, not all of them, but now that I look at it, none of my stats have gone up, except my score. Oh, it's a start. It's spelled with a J, meant to be with a J, yep. So they have misspelled. So the walls of the town rise majestically above you. Nothing majestic here. Well, let's get into town and see what's what. At least we have money. So we can buy stuff. Beautiful out-of-season flowers grow all around the stone monument. A familiar sense of peace and harmony fills you as you look around here. The smell of sweet flowers reminds you of Irana's peace in Spielberg. Your eyes are drawn to the staff in the middle of this lovely area. It is obviously a wizard's magical staff. The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it. Unless a wizard lives there and it's a mage pun. I don't know. So the that didn't do anything. I didn't want it to do anything. I'm just trying to get to the freaking. Why is this so broken? Man. Sometimes it just doesn't open up the menu there. Like stops doing it. So. To the north, you can see the buildings of the town. It looks a little like Spielberg, yet also very different in some undefinable way. The trees raise their limbs above the surrounding wall in search of sunlight. The upper branches dance in the breeze. See? Again, it doesn't let me open up the menu. I need to go down here and go back up. Weird glitch. Can I cast a spell in here? You sense magic radiating from the staff and protecting this area. That's what I thought. I hope the people don't mind that I cast spells here. They didn't like it in the third game.
You! How did you get here? Who are you? Why are you here? Not who are you here. Of course you are what you are, but why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Okay. Well, let's greet the man. The Burgomaster stares at you suspiciously. Tell about yourself. You tell the Burgomaster about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies.
Well, that's all I can say. So, bye.
Leave here quickly. Go, and soon.
Well, at least allow me to buy some supplies. I got money. The sign simply reads in. Guess that means you should go in. The sign reads a general store. You wonder how much of a commission the salespeople get. From the sign reading Burgomeister's office, you cleverly deduce that the Burgomeister works here. It's been years since you studied Mordavian, but you think that Burgomeister might be the word for mayor or perhaps sheriff. At least it's not the Burger King. Then we're not gonna call the series Heroes Quest. Also, hello. Hey there, Slater. This is a well-stocked country store. Various foodstuffs and useful items adorn the shelves. This is the Hotel Mordavia, best and only inn in town. These old oaks have been here for a long time. The buildings seem to have been constructed to leave room for them. You don't notice anything special there. Not the whole building. This is the major entrance of the general store. Colonel, you tell. The private quarters are in the Burgomeister's office. This heavy wooden door guards the entrance to the Burgomeister's office. The Burgomeister looks like a strong, hardy man, although he has a sad expression. This is the Hotel Mordavia. What am I drinking? Juice. Kitty cats! This general store is cheery and well lit thanks to the warm hearth. The first things you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere, that's what I said. Cats! Then you see the shopkeeper sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, well, sturdy looking woman.
So you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
News travels fast. Let's greet.
Polite, aren't you? Well, manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see.
Introduce yourself.
Well, you can call me Olga. Mrs. Stufffish is too formal after all. We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see a new face again.
And we buy some equipment? Alright, let's see. Garlic, candy, oil flask, pie pan, hand broom, shopping bag, trail rations. There's some very weird stuff here on sale. At least I'm gonna take some trail rations, which look like sandwiches. Nice. You're carrying 17 crowns and 18 kopecks. I'll take 4. Let's take 4 for now. So that will be 1 gold. I'm not sure if we need it. We're not a thief. Usually I would think that an oil flask is good for a thief to oil, like, you know, hinges. Retail therapy, a Copic mechanism. Copic mechanism, got it. Coping mechanism. Funny. Let's buy a garlic. As a candy. Not sure if I need a hand broom or a shopping bag. The cozy cat conveys a calmness most common in comfortable confines. This is the store counter. It's covered with more cats than merchandise. The cozy cat conveys calmness. It looks like an ancient temple that the short Start. The fire helps keep the shop and the cats warm on these cold autumn evenings. It looks like an ancient temple that the shopkeeper has put up on the mantle as a good luck symbol. You don't notice anything special there. Nothing special, nothing special. Shopkeeper is a short, plump, plain-faced woman with coarse features. I wouldn't call her plain-faced. Either garlic is one of the most popular products here, or the shopkeeper ordered way too much and hasn't been able to get rid of it. At least garlic lasts for a long time. Shopkeeper does a good business in clocks. Apparently the villagers like to be able to tell when night is approaching. Oh, she has like 5 clocks over there. The window looks out on the street and provides some extra sunlight in which the cats can bask. This used to be a knitting basket, but now seems to have become a cat basket. Amazing how that tends to happen. I didn't even notice that there is a cat sitting there. Okay, there are cats all around then. Can we pet any of them? Don't do that. You're likely to become a basket case. Ha! Careful. The cats may explode if you touch them. They're perfectly content where they are. Damn, I wanted to pet a cat. The fire helps keep the shop at blah. You warm your hands by the fire. It feels cozy and nice. Is this about the vampires? Maybe? I'm not sure. Clocks to tell when night is? Garlic? So you're pondering what I'm pondering?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if everybody will enjoy a garlic soup. Goodbye, or as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your back.
May the winds be on your back.
Probably about one mean stew. Don't ask what meat they use. Maybe strange meat. Burgomaster is gone, at least. And I forgot to say goodbye to the shopkeeper, actually. You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. A barrel contains the few shells that managed to land in it. Also classical music in here. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
You pay for the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
You're welcome. Well, let's say hello. They stare at you in astonishment. Introduce yourself.
You said that you are a hero. We will judge you here by your actions rather than with your words.
Tell about how you got here.
Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic. Make sure that you do not give us any more cause for alarm.
Oh boy. Bye.
The first door at the top of the stairs leads to your room. My wife will serve you your supper in the evening.
Got it. People have trust issues. I wonder how many customers they get a week. Probably nobody. This giant wild boar head is a trophy of the Burgomeister's last boar hunt. That must have been one impressive boar. Oh, look at the size of that thing. You're in the Hotel Mordavia. It's your basic run-of-the-mill inn. But they forgot the mill. And nobody's running too far. These jokes are awful. The barrel serves as a repository for peanut shells, even though relatively few elephants stay at the inn these days. The ornamental pillars must have been carved by an expert craftsman. This door leads to the innkeeper's private rooms. The innkeeper looks rather grim. Life in Mordavia has obviously been not being kind to him. And also it looks like he's sitting on an upper chair. That stool is his, is he standing on the stool? This short stool is just right for an elephant to be able to reach the table. Yeah, he's an elephant. 3 of the townsmen huddle together. They keep looking in your direction as they talk. They suspect that you suspect that they're saying something not particularly complimentary about you. Ornamental plates seem to be fashionable decoration in country inns from here to Spielberg. A warm fireplace is in the hearth. Hey there, Weinerlein. A relatively few humans stay there too. This is the door to the one of the guest rooms. This door leads to your bedroom. The chandeliers lend an aura of faded decadence, and not to mention some light, on the Hotel Mordavia. Anybody else still think that the font and the background is the worst ever? Braids of garlic festoon the walls, lending their pungent aroma to the room. Judging from the menu here, the innkeepers are trying to use it all up as quickly as possible. Evening, Razan. A nice Quest for Glory series. Possibly need to play these sometime as well. At least I have enjoyed the first 3 games so far. I really like the first one. The second one is really great. Third one was good. I did enjoy it, but this is something that I still have not played before. Which font? You know, this. For me, this is hard to read for some reason. I mean, on the OBS, it's actually much clearer than what I see on my other screen. On my other screen, it's darker. I don't know why. But on there, I can see it actually really fine. Maybe I should be playing this through the OBS now. Range of garlic festoon the walls, lending their pungent aroma to the room. Judging from the menu here, the innkeepers are trying to use it all up as quickly as possible. That was a lot easier to read. Let's actually see the other things. Magical torch. It weighs 2 quarks. You light and extinguish this torch in the usual way, but it's obviously magical since it never seems to burn down. Something about this bronze symbol makes your skin crawl. It looks vaguely like a stylized octopus with only 6 tentacles. Then it's a sextopus, not an octopus. Piece of cloth. This is a 1 yard square piece of canvas cloth. Garlic. Garlic is said to be potent protection against werewolves and other shape-changing creatures. It's also handy for making stews, sauces, and many other spicy dishes. You're wrong! It is against vampires. Werewolves don't give a damn about garlic. At all. In any day. Werewolves would eat the garlic, then eat you. Because the garlic is garnish. Flint. I have a small piece of gray piece and blah blah blah. Actually, read that already. And the autumn evenings generally makes a modern fashion statement. Candy. You have several small pieces of taffy twisted in a paper. Ooh, taffy. This is a flat-handled dagger suitable both for close-in fighting and throwing. Rations. You have 4. These avocado and garlic sandwiches are the strangest adventuring meals you've encountered. Still, they do last a long time and will keep you from starving to death. Of course, you might wish you'd starve to death if you have to eat them too often. Garlic avocado sandwiches. That doesn't sound too bad. Avocado is a very mild taste when it's the real fruit. And it's very sweet. And garlic is like a very spicy, strong. Not the best combination though. Not sure if I would eat it. I would imagine my answer to that would be no, wouldn't eat it. Avocado is disgusting. Really? I actually like avocado myself. A good guacamole. Second one overall has been a bit rated down. Mainly the city's layout tends to irritate people. Maybe increase screen's brightness unless that screws up colors totally. Just guessing the cause for darker tone now. It might be the settings on the monitor itself that's causing it, yeah. But the city's layout, I know that it might irritate people, but don't people know that you can actually fast travel in the second game? In the city? I think a lot of people actually missed that they can actually fast travel. It smells like cut grass, tastes even worse. I actually love the smell of cut grass. Especially if it's very fresh. I love the smell of it. Tastes even worse, just like humans. Where's the brief? I tried raw avocado once and very nearly vomited. Strong. Strong reaction to it. Then again, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Yeah. I like avocado. I like guacamole. The old man walks with a slumped back and a sad, dejected look in his eyes. He seems to be searching for something that he hasn't been able to find. You don't notice anything special there. I hate this. More, please. Alright, let's greet the man. Greet the old man. You greet the old man.
Oh, Jane, have you seen my Anna?
Bye. You tell the old man goodbye.
If you see Anna, tell her I am looking for her.
Sure. The sign reads Dr. Cranium. You wonder what sort of medicine he practices. Probably crane magic. You had a perfect opportunity to do the tune from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. But you missed it by that much. It was almost the same, but the notes weren't. Mine go bad the second I look away from them, just like humans. I think, anyway. Then again, some people hate mushrooms, but I absolutely love them so long as they're cooked. I hate mushrooms. I'm one of those people, Goblin. I hate mushrooms. I wonder what is in that save called cats. It was the store has lots of cats in there. That's why I named it Cats. Because that was my reaction once I went inside there. That was my reaction. Cats! I like both mushrooms and avocado. I reckon even raw shrooms are alright. Well, some people eat shrooms raw, because some shrooms can be eaten raw. This strange device is labeled the Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor. Whatever that stands for something. Be careful, it might be a trap! The bust's eyes seem to follow you as you walk through the hallway. It's a truly impressive original multimedia work created out of whitewash and sawdust. Okay. It reminds you of a porthole minus the glass cover. So it's definitely not a glass of port. It reminds you of a porthole minus the glass cover. Is that the bust blowing out the bubblegum? There's a sign on the door. It says, "Warning, do not open without appropriate procedures." Yeah, it's blowing a bubble. The sign says, "This is the key maze." The sign on the door says, "Dr. Cranium's private laboratory. Enters by prior appointment or demonstrations of superior intelligence only." Ah, so it's my kind of a place. You are in a totally weird place. This hallway gives you a strange feeling of vujade, the sense that you've never been anywhere like here before. Well, maybe it will be someday. So, can we talk around here? Nobody seems to be listening. So the choices we have is a key maze. I'm using the eyeball. Stop derping with me. Sign says this is the key maze. Warning, do not open without appropriate precautions. Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor. So a trap. And private laboratory. That would be my reaction as well, yep. And also, hello, Tequil. Because, of course, every Czechoslovenia Russian town will have a mad scientist. Of course. Because of the stuff about cats, and also cause guessing if they also were anthropomorphic. At least in the first game there is that. Anyone ever played Inherit the Earth, Quest for the Orb? I bought that game actually on GOG. I haven't played it yet. But I saw that game, I was like, looks like an interesting adventure game. I'm gonna play it on my own at some point. Yeah, but there are kata in this universe. But not around these parts. They don't go into these kind of places. They just stay in the desert world. But they weren't kata at all, Raisin. They were real cats. Finished it myself. Found it a nice experience. Good to know. So I might enjoy it. Flawed in ways, though. Of course. I mean, there are no adventure games that are perfect. They're good, but not perfect. Some are great, but not perfect. Every adventure game has their flaws. In some aspects, after all. Let's go to the key maze. Open, knock, listen. Enough already. Listen. You don't hear anything behind this door. There's no response to your knock. It's too dangerous to use magic in town during the day. The townspeople are very suspicious of magic users. True. You hear something bouncing around behind the door. A lot of some things. How interesting, it sounded as though someone knocked on the other side of the door as well. Several times. Crappy navigation in that game though. One thing about it, a bit yeah, but something in story content itself got me very interested. And even nostalgic, despite never having played it before. Similar feeling as well came from playing Beneath the Steel Sky. Hello? Oh. They were super... Oh no, you've been Antwerped! Yeah. Fortunately, these were just baby Antwerps, so the attack wasn't fatal. Yeah, it was a bunch of baby Antwerps. Great. So how about we open this door then? Behind the door is a sort of rat maze, but it's missing the rat, or what are we supposed to be traversing the maze? I saw something. Oh. It's the Antwerps going through the holes. I think I need to activate this now. Welcome to the Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor. Let's start by identifying your animal, okay? You can analyze the creature you wish to capture, then apply the proper bait. If the animal is in the immediate vicinity, the trap will catch it for you. If the animal is not in the area, you'll just have to catch it yourself, but at least you'll know what to feed it. Identifying your animal. Yes. Is it alive? Yes. Is it fast? Yes. Is it vicious? Yes. Run away! Let it catch you! No! Okay. Okay. Alive, fast, no. Is it silly? Yes. Ah! You're trying to capture a flying aardvark! Is it silly? No. If it's not silly, why bother catching it? Okay. Is it alive? Yes. Fast? No. Just move faster than it does then. Okay. Yes. Is it alive? No. You need a shovel, not a trap. Let's start by identifying your animal, okay? No. No, alright, be that way. Come back when you're ready. Yeah, Antwerp is in the It's in the first game you actually encounter an Antwerp, and there's different ways of getting rid of it. Starts to feel like the questionnaire from Larry 5 when you want to get into dentist. I don't remember anything about the Larry 5. I didn't like that game much. That's why I have never played it here. I've only played Larry 1, 2, 3, and 7. Totally skipped 5 and 6 because I never cared about those two games that much. Unlock? I don't want to unlock. Knock? You faintly hear a voice saying, "Don't knock, come on in," from behind the door. Listen. You hear mysterious bubbling and sizzling noises. Every once in a while you think you hear someone muttering to himself. Alright. Let's try to unlock this then. This might take a while. But I think I see the pattern in this. What it's supposed to be. Yeah, there's supposed to be a keyhole. I get it. I've got this. See? A keyhole. Now we just need to figure out where all of these pieces go. That's in the wrong place. Okay. No, that's in the wrong place. Oh. That should be it. There it is. You need to find the key that fits this door. Well, at least I know what I need to do once I find the key. Four is the best in the series. Ah! For some reason, everyone always ignores 4. The totally underdog of the series. Wishing still Al Lowe would have been doing more Larry remakes, but apparently shit hit the fan from a snowblower or something. Have you played Larry 5? No, I have not. I already said that I have skipped it for reasons. Sadly, not yet watched a good in-depth Let's Play from Paul Dugan, though. Ah, Paul! He shook Al Lowe's hand once. Cool. I know Paul. I just explained it like 5 minutes ago, Goblin. I don't like Larry 5 and 6. I don't like those games. I just simply don't like Larry 5 and 6. That's it. That's why I only have streamed 1, 2, 3, and 7. The archway leads to the northern section of town. Well, let's go. As you enter the northern part of town, you hear the sound of a chisel clipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one of the end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure. Yeah, looks fine to me, especially with the sextopus. Is there anything specific about those games you dislike? They're dumb. They're just very dumb. I never liked the humor in either of them. Time for me to go to sleep again. Kinda early to go to sleep, but if you have to go, you gotta go. Take care, siparos. Good night. Kello on vasta 20 yli 9. Miten jätkä menee nyt jo nukkumaan? Aikana herätys varmaankin. Not ominous at all. I mean, just look at this. This is a boss relief of a strange creature. It looks like an octopus with only 6 tentacles. You have a creepy feeling as if it is looking right back at you. Like I said, it's a sextopus, not an octopus. You don't notice anything special there. Oh, like the huge ominous building. I mean, not ominous building. It looks pretty much as you expect. There is a small grimy window set high in the wall. From the hump on his back to his twisted body, this is either the Hunchback of Notre Dame, a mad scientist lab assistant, a gravedigger, or an Elvis impersonator. I don't remember Elvis having a hunchback. I try to stay safe in my bed, and yeah, I need to wake up early for work. Personally, finding Larry 5 and 6 alright, but eventually they can get tedious. 5 still follows more of Sierra's merciless dead-end mechanic that you can screw up and make the game impossible to complete, yep. Also, downside being in 6 more that Paddy got removed, yep. It's just Cthulhu Dagon building, all nice, people reside in. Yeah, like I said, not ominous at all. Greet the gravedigger. The headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work. Introduce yourself. You introduce yourself to the gravedigger. Igor. Hi again. Headstone carver stares at you and goes back to work. Hi. He looks at you, then goes back to work. Real conversationalist here. It's an advertisement for Igor's headstone business. Cool. This weather-beaten, burdened up door once sporting the paint inside, but you can no longer read it. Can we open it? It's completely silent beyond the door. Open the door. The door is locked. Enough already. Get the feeling that the Thieves Guild might be in there. It's pronounced Igor. This doorway leads to the private residence. Okay, so if we were a thief, that's where we would go. I did start the series as a thief, because people wanted me to be a thief. But the thief is pretty much the worst class to play as in these games, because especially on the third game, you cannot do anything as a thief. Even if you steal one thing in the third game, it can soft lock you from finishing the game, because they can throw you out of the city and you can never return or do anything in there. So yeah, there's that problem. So I decided to take a magic user instead, because 1, I enjoy being the magic user in these games, and 2, I wanted to play these games through, after all, you know. Moldavia. It's day 1, and it's full noon. Not full moon, full noon. What did I have in? Oh yeah, this one. Full detail, please. I dare to disagree, sorta. Pushing a process loves to be thief, though just on that point. I guess it's fun to sneak around and steal everyone's belongings and break into everyone's homes and such. Starts to sound quite like modern Elder Scrolls, though. I mean, it is fun, but it is the hardest class to play on the third game, at least. On the first one, it's fun. In the second one, it's a lot of fun. On the third, tough. On the fourth one, I don't know, maybe it's good here too. But on the third one, the thief class is the worst to have. And I want to have fun in all of the games, and I had fun in the third one with the magic user. Everyone over at YouTube plays it through as a thief too. I just started playing as a fighter just to see that character's path. Paladinhood sounds awesome. I could have been a paladin as well. Being a magic user, I could have been a paladin. Could have changed from magic user to paladin easily. What's a paladin? Actually, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna move the game screen over here, so I can see it more clearly. I can see clearly now. The text is more obvious. As I'm reading Burgomaster's office, you cleverly deduce that Burgomaster works here as a mayor or past sheriff. Much clearer. There's something about this monitor, it's too dark. I need to check the settings on it. That is not... A game is free now in Steam, a horror one called The Distraint. Just to let a quick news flash. Okay. This did have the save file transfer mechanic too. You did that before this game or started all fresh. Imported the character, that's what I did. I guess the only thing we can really do right now is... I think I'm gonna go buy some more stuff. Get more rations at least. See? Cats! Hello, do you have any news? Not really. I'll greet you anyway. So you haven't been eaten yet? We'll see how long you last, traipsing about everywhere when you should be staying in this nice safe town. Tell about your adventures. Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Mordavia.
Be sure to keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes on around here. Someone's got to have a clue after all.
Bye, quit. Bye. 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 There we go. And say goodbye.
You take care. Don't want to see your funeral. I do hate to walk to the cemetery.
I wonder where the cemetery is.
As my lost husband used to say, may all your travels lead somewhere.
Thanks.
Glory to Arstotzka. Great country.
Glory to Arstotzka. Maybe I should be talking in this accent again.
Nah. I do... That accent only exists for Papers, Please. Not for any other game. Because I know how many people got annoyed that I kept doing that... Doing that accent throughout Papers, Please. A lot of people got annoyed about it. Go find Dracula, give him teeth-pulling candy, game solved. I'd say the character save import idea still is pretty neat in games. Perhaps cause it's not used that much still? It's not used at all anymore, as far as I know. Now there's the classic Quest for Glory tune. I was wondering when we would hear that. Ta 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 ta.